All right, here we are looking at angles and polygons. So far this year, we've looked at angles and triangles. We looked a little bit at angles and quadrilaterals as well, but more specifically triangles. So we're looking at this pentagon here, this five-sided shape, and we're breaking that five-sided shape into different triangles here by drawing diagonal segments. So what we want to do is use those three triangles that we have here to determine how many degrees are in the pentagon in total. So I know that A plus B plus C, this triangle here, those angles add up to 180. So A plus B plus C equals 180. I have another triangle here, D, E, and F. Those angles, D plus E plus F, is equal to 180. And then I have my third triangle, G, H, and I. These three angles add up to 180 in total. So G plus H plus I equals 180. So what I'm really looking for is the sum of the interior angles of a pentagon. So really I'm looking for like all of these angles here at each of the corners in total. So really we'd be adding all of the letters that we'd had here. So A all the way through angle I, we would be adding those two together. So we'd really be doing 3 times 180. There's the three triangles, 180 degrees for each of them. And that means in total, that pentagon has 540 degrees at the corners. Now you can use a similar strategy here for these other shapes. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-sided shape. So this is 6 sides. That is a hexagon. Oh, we have it written out here. 7 sides, so that should be the next shape. 7 sides is a heptagon. In this shape here, we have 7. And then this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is an octagon, and it was just checking there. So that is an octagon, 8 sides for these shapes. So what you want to do is kind of create the same thing that we did, where you're drawing in a little diagonal segment. So creating as many triangles as we can with these little diagonals here. And you don't want the diagonals to intersect each other at the middle, so I'm almost just creating them kind of found out here. And so what we have, we'll do that in the next figure as well. Just pick one corner to start with my diagonals. And then our last figure, we'll pick one diagonal, create as many triangles as we can. Okay, and then what we have here is you now need to figure out, well, how many degrees in total? Well, if there's 6 sides, I've got 180 degrees for each of these triangles, 180, 180, 180. So essentially, to find the sum of the degrees, I would do 180 times 4, okay? So let's see, our pentagon, we said we had 3 triangles, that was 540 degrees. Our 6-sided shape, we had 4 triangles in that shape. And so I would do 4 times 180. That should be 720. And our 7-sided shape, we've got 180 for each of these. 180, 180, 180, 180 for each of these triangles. So there's 5 triangles in that 7-sided shape. So then you can go ahead and multiply 5 with 180. And then I'll let you continue this chart here. So hopefully you're recognizing the pattern. Maybe take a pause so you can complete the chart. And hopefully you're recognizing the pattern here is that looking at our number of sides and comparing that to the number of triangles, there's always 2 less, okay? So 4 sides, 2 triangles, 5 sides, 3 triangles, 6 sides, 4 triangles. And then we basically take the number of triangles and we multiply it by 180. So we can have a formula for this, 180 times the number of sides minus 2. And that is going to tell you the sum of the interior angles for any polygon. Okay, that's our sum. Let me write this just a little closer. Sum equals. So if we are looking for a 100-sided polygon, we would say, okay, well, if there's 100 sides, that must have 98 triangles in it. So we could say the sum for that is equal to 180 multiplied with 100 minus 2. There's always 2 less triangles than there are a number of sides. So really you're multiplying 180 times 98. And I'll let you figure out the sum of the interior angles for a 100 gun.